Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSI YouTube channel for episode number 12 of the Crystal Palace Career Mode. We've got 2 episodes to go. We've got hopefully 8 games to bring you. Of course, the hopefully comes if we make the final of the Conference League. Let's start, as we always do, by having a little look at the table. Not that the table matters too much for us, but of course we do want that top 4 position. We've got 5 league games left to go. We are currently 7 points clear of Chelsea. Played the same amount of games. Looks like Arsenal are running away. Arsenal are going to win the league. Man City second, Liverpool third, we're fourth, Chelsea are fifth. It is a straight shootout, it would seem, between us two. Let's have a little look at the bottom of the table just to see who's in threat of going down. It is, I was going to say it's very tight. It is tight between the 3, but they are 10 points adrift. It is Burnley, Brentford and Leeds that look like they are heading for the drop. Let's have a look at your fixtures in this penultimate episode of season number 1. It is Bournemouth away first, for Fiorentina at home. It's an Everton at home, Liverpool away, Brentford away. For today, we'll play 3 Sim 1 and then we'll play the last 3 of the season, I think is what we'll do to split it into 2 episodes. I think that is the best thing to do. We will simulate the game against Liverpool just because I think that means the least out of them. So therefore, we will play Bournemouth, Fiorentina and Everton. So hopefully leave 3 games left. Of course, if we don't make it into the final, then we may as well quickly play the Brentford game and then simulate the Arsenal game. And that will do us for the season. But that is the plan. Let's see how we go. Of course, everything rides on this Conference League game. But first off, let's go away to Bournemouth. Welcome to the Vitality Stadium then on a sunny day on the south coast. We know what job we need to do. We simply need to just keep grinding out wins. We've got a 7-point gap. We've got 15 points to play. And that could get better. And we'll soon, hopefully, be claiming that Champions League spot. We're realistically, with an eye on Thursday night in the Conference League against Fiorentina. That is the goal. That is the focus. We have made a couple of changes to reflect that. Cooper Miners is out. So is Ismaila Sarr. Mateta looking to find Yeremy Pino. 14 minutes in. Very quiet first half so far. As both sides just settling in and waiting for that opportunity. As Adam Wharton loses the ball annoyingly. And Cliver can come forward. Semenyo pumps the ball long. We're clear there. Mateta is onside as he comes back from a good attacking position. Emerson Jr. now on this far right hand side as he runs the ball down this wing. We'll cut back inside, can try and find Wharton, and Wharton again is giving the ball away and he's having an absolute stinker to start this game. Chance for Bournemouth with Semenyo on the edge of the box. Henderson comfortably there. This game is one of the most lackluster games I can remember so far in this career mode. Just absolutely nothing happening for us. Every time we look to play the ball, Arejo seems to be there. Say if nothing else, maybe you could subscribe to their channel to try and make this game a little bit more lively. Don't miss any content. All the links down to my socials are down below as well, where we're doing clubs and we're doing FM26 and we're doing a bit of Ultimate Team and champs along the way. So if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Bournemouth may score. Henderson saves. We need to focus up here because this is not good. We don't want to give Chelsea away and we don't want to give them any glimmer of hope that they can catch us. And we are doing that right now because this performance is so bad. Can we sneak something for half time? Can we just make something happen? Curtis Jones is trying to do that with Emerson Jr. on his side. Can he find anyone on the edge of the box? Finds Will Hughes on the edge of the box. Will Hughes shoots, but Petrovic comfortably saves it and the referee blows for a half that has really shown no class whatsoever. We need to reassess. We maybe need to make some changes and we need to bring a little spark and a sprinkle into this game. Chance for Bournemouth to flood the box if they can. Evan Nilsson now on the ball. Mark Gay trying to get the block in, and thankfully for us, it's just gone wide. For a second, Henderson was scrambling. For a second, I thought that was going to hit the back of the net. Wonderful footwork from him. Goes back to Lewis Cook, and Cook will find Adams. Adams will find Truffett, and Bournemouth playing some nice football, and we give the ball away for Emerson Jr., and Bournemouth have got a chance to come forward again here through Evan Nilsson. Bournemouth's number 9 shoots, and again, just wide, thankfully for us. It is one-way traffic at the minute, and we cannot contain them. Jones now. Can he find the run of Emerson Jr.? He can find the run of Emerson Jr. Can we get something against the run of play? Emerson Jr. across the keeper scores. Not deserved in the slightest, but we will absolutely take it. His 4th goal of the season, and against the run of play, we've done a smash and grab and gone straight up the other end. And we have stolen a 1-goal lead away at Bournemouth, and that could be crucial in our hunt for Champions League football. So Jr. coming forward again. All of a sudden, it has got a bit of a spring in his step. That is what a goal will do to you. Can he dink over the box to find Jean-Philippe Mateta? Does really well to head it back to Will Hughes. Curtis Jones now back to goal to Hughes. Hughes out wide, looking for the run of Pino. We'll find Jeremy Pino. Pino now will square it back. We'll put the ball into the box and try and find Jean-Philippe Mateta, but Petrovic is there to comfortably claim the ball. Emerson Jr. again. Look at the determination all of a sudden. Look at the determination. Curtis shows from distance. Oh, it's special. We signed him in the summer for a bit of added class, and that is what he has done. That is absolutely sensational from Curtis Jones. Goal of the season. Thank you very much. 3 points coming back to Selhurst Park. What a second half performance it has been, though. That's the main thing. First half lacklustre. We've seen that a few times this season where the first half we just seem to just want to stay in the game and take a bit of time to warm up. But then once we get that first goal, we turn into an absolute different beast. And that has been the case today as Jeremy Pino now is running down the wing. But Rejo has done really well. And only 2 minutes added on. The referee will look at his watch. The referee will blow his whistle. And an important win on the road just to keep up the gap to Chelsea and put the pressure on Chelsea to win their game as the gaffers shake hands. But we are a step closer. Champions League football. Bournemouth 0, Crystal Palace 2. The biggest game of the season so far. A season-defining moment. Welcome to Selhurst Park, where we welcome Fiorentina for this second leg semi-final, where we currently lead 1-0 after a scrappy first leg. I think we can call it that. But we did get that bit of a smash and grab win. We have Ismaila Sarr back into the squad. That is absolutely vital. And again, just looking to kill this game off early and not give Fiorentina a sniff back into this game and take a step to winning our first ever European title. Ismaila Sarr to Mateta. Mateta finds Ismaila Sarr again. Those two linking up so well. Their chemistry like no other. Ismaila Sarr tackled by Ranieri at the back, and Jean-Philippe now trying to do some defensive work as Gossens comes through with the ball, and Jean-Philippe's there. Big, strong, powerful Jean-Philippe Mateta. The referee deems it too powerful. Chance for Fiorentina now, potentially Curtis Jones now intercepting the man. Tyreek Mitchell now intercepting the man, and now we could potentially break through. Ethan Nwaneri, who's on the ball and looking for Jean-Philippe Mateta, finds Mateta. Mateta may well go back to Nwaneri here. Does go back to Nwaneri. Nwaneri can now just run down the league. Not an easy name to say, but competed. It's now Ismaila Sarr on the turn. Good save from Dahoud De Gea. Cooper Miners. No, that is absolutely pathetic. It doesn't even go out for a goal kick. Good first chance, though. That is more like it from Crystal Palace as Jean-Philippe Mateta gets the tackle in. Fiorentina just potentially growing into this game a bit. We've got plenty of men behind the box. And now we can attack. And now Ismaila Sarr can potentially look to make the run as finds Munoz. And Munoz can now use all of the pace that he's got. And Ismaila Sarr needs to try and get away from here because he's getting in his way. And Munoz now puts the ball into the box. No, really good defending. Nearly a brilliant counter-attack. Jean-Philippe Mateta didn't quite make the run that we wanted him to. Was a little bit stagnant. Finds Ismaila Sarr again. Ismaila Sarr comes into the box and Ranieri's there, diving header. Really gets a boot to the face for his troubles. This is a really good first half where we have controlled the narrative and we may control it a little bit more. It's just Ismaila Sarr finds Jean-Philippe Mateta. Bagaloli is there though, and Fiorentina have defended very well. They are in this game, and whilst they're in this game, it is always going to be a bit nervy. Fiorentina at the start of the second half looking to come through for Gossens. Back post. Infantino now on the ball. Albert on the edge of the box. Curtis Jones just trying to stop Moises Kean now. Dangerous spell of possession here for Fiorentina. We don't want to give away a penalty, that's for sure. Tyreek Mitchell can't get his man. Moises Kean into the box. Lacroix is there. Patience, gentlemen. Patience. Nwaneri finds Jean-Philippe and Mateta is in. Mateta, has he got the acceleration to get away from his man? Jean-Philippe for 1-0 is... Get in! What a goal that is. We chose Crystal Palace for season number 1 to win this competition, to tick off the first step of the Glory Hunter, and Jean-Philippe Mateta may have just put us into the final. Oh, chance. Gossens in on goal. Henderson comes scrambling out. Henderson saves the day. Sensational goalkeeping from Dean Henderson to keep the scoreline at 1-0 on the night, 2-0 on aggregate. That's a huge moment in this game for us. Ranieri now barrelling forward. Finds Jean-Philippe. And Jean-Philippe is going to look for the run of Ismaila Sarr. Ismaila Sarr, this would surely kill the game. Does! We are going to a Conference League final, ladies and gentlemen, because Ismaila Sarr has got his 7th goal of the competition. He's on absolute fire in all competitions. Jean-Philippe links up with him yet again. That is game, set, and match. Thank you very much. Who will we get in the final? It may get better before the end of this game because Emerson June, who's just come on the pitch to make it 4. It is simply sensational. An aggregate score of 4-0 and well deserved because we have simply blown Fiorentina out of the park. We go back to that save that Dean Henderson made in around the 65th minute to keep the score at 1-0 on the night. Huge moment. We've capitalised. Selhurst Park erupts. Welcome back to Selhurst Park then for the last game that we will play before the simulation against Liverpool. We have the blue half of Merseyside to play first. They are down in 14th. And we are looking just to keep the gap to Chelsea. We've got 12 points to play for. We are 7 points clear. Theoretically, if Chelsea lose and we win, Champions League football will be secured with 3 games left to play. But we've got to get the job first done. We've got to try and get an early lead, and we could do that now. We're a much changed side because of fatigue. And Mitchell is into the box, and Mitchell's going to square it. It doesn't matter if we're all changed because Eddie Nketiah, 6 minutes into the game, has given us the lead. The perfect start. I mean, he's got 7 goals off the bench this season. And for a few starts that he's had, it's a good return. He's been a really good backup to Jean-Philippe. And at times, been much better than Jean-Philippe Mateta. We lead at home to Everton. We are starting games so well. Typically, it's the second half when we come to life. But this first half is looking rather spicy as Will Hughes is on the edge of the box now. Goes back to Cooper Miners. And Cooper Miners will set it to Lerma. And Lerma will set it to Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to have a shot from distance. That is speculative at best from the fullback. And that is wide. Lerma on the ball. Lerma with a pocket of space on the edge of the area. Good save from Jordan Pickford low down. It's another chance gone missing. Yeah, and a second goal you think would absolutely break any chance of Everton coming back into this game. But there is a long way to go in this one. And we've seen our defensive frailties at time. Not this time. No, there's Aqua comes absolutely barreling through his man. Mitchell on the overlap from Yerry Pino. Mitchell's going to put the ball into the box. Eddie Nketiah trying to get there. Branthwaite heads the ball the way. Says absolutely not. And Tarkowski will now come clear with the ball. Everton defending well at times, but not this time as Mitchell's there. Going to try and find Eddie Nketiah this time. And another chance goes missing. Chance for Everton right at the end of this first half as Tyler Dibbling now is down the line. And Chalobah just trying to show him across. Alcaraz comes back, goes back to Garnett. And it's just a Garnett Gay on the edge of the box. Can't direct it goalwards. That's all she wrote for the first half. Get the boys back in the dressing room. Nketiah looking to start this second half as we started the first, if we can. Nketiah's in a bit of space here. Nketiah can shoot from distance. Big save from Jordan Pickford to keep the score at just 1 as Everton make their first substitutions of the game. Cooper Miners is going to whip this ball into the box and look for the head of Trevor Chalobah. Can't find Chalobah. Does find Emerson Jr. on the edge of the box. And Emerson Jr.'s got a little pocket of space. Now shoots from distance. And that's much comfortable for Pickford this time around. Ndiaye now for Everton as Mitchell's just tracking his man. Trying to prevent the ball coming into the box. Ndiaye is just waiting for his man to overcommit. Patience. Ball to the edge. Cooper Miners clears. Eddie Nketiah is there. He's got absolutely nobody for support. He's just waiting for the run of Yeremy Pino. And Yeremy Pino has made a sensational run. And he's now in on goal because Branthwaite will not catch him. That is for sure. Good save, Pickford. Keeping them in this game. A man of the match performance from Jordan Pickford, as he has done so many times for Everton. As if it wasn't for him, it'd be 3 or 4. Chance for Everton again. Just looking to try and get a draw. Henderson should claim that. Henderson does claim that. Can we now quickly counter-attack? Can we just kill this game off finally? No, Yerry Pino gives the ball away. A little bit of nerves there, potentially. Just settling in. We know how important these 3 points will be. These 3 points could be vital. These could be the ones to secure Champions League football. Jefferson Lerma, absolutely sensational. And Pino can now stretch his legs. Yerry Pino will go inside to Nketiah. Nketiah is going to go through to Cooper Miners. And Cooper Miners now has going to have to go alone. Cooper Miners, number 7. Just runs into a load of traffic and Everton can come forward one more end-to-end stuff here at Selhurst Park in the last couple of minutes. At the end of this season, Emerson Jr. just calms things down, puts the ball into the middle to Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners can't thread the ball, only 1 minute of added time. That should be all enough. It should be 3 points as the referee will blow the whistle. It's a massive, massive win. It was a blistering start with inside 10 minutes to give us the lead from Eddie Nketiah. That's all we needed. We missed a hatful of chances. Jordan Pickford was sensational. That may be the game that secures Champions League football. As we said, we will simulate this game against Liverpool. Game that we don't need to play. We will make some changes though. As Jefferson Lerma can come in. We will swap him with Curtis Jones and we'll rest Yeremy Pino, Emerson Jr. and Ishmael Sarr can have a rest Ranieri on the left. That is the side we will go for. As always, we're not expecting anything from this game. It really shouldn't mean anything. It's a 4-0 hammering, as you would expect. Gakpo with the first, the second, and the third before Kevin De Bruyne at Liverpool, not staying at Napoli for very long. 4-0 win for Liverpool. That will mean we can have a little look at the table. I think I saw on screen there that Chelsea also lost. That could be Champions League football confirmed. Let's have a little look at the table. It is Arsenal who lead the way. They are 6 points clear. They are nearly home and dry unless they lose their last two games. Liverpool win them both. City are in third. We are there in fourth with 2 games to go. Chelsea are 10 points back. We have Champions League football secured for next season. That's absolutely huge. Of course, we may or may not be here next season. It is a decision we will need to make depending on how the Conference League goes and the sides at the bottom doomed. Burnley relegated, Brentford relegated, and Leeds relegated. It leaves 3 final games then. Brentford away in the league before Arsenal at home, and then Sparta Prague in the in the Conference League final. They are the 3 games that will wrap up season number 1, and then we will have a decision to make. If we win that Conference League, realistically, do we win the Premier League with Crystal Palace? Probably not. It could be a chance to potentially move somewhere else, move to a club maybe with Europa League football or Champions League football that we can contend with. There may not be a job up there. We may have to go for the FA Cup next year and see what happens. If we get lucky along the way, maybe we do have a second season at Crystal Palace. You will decide that. Let me know down in the comments. What should we do based on the scenarios that could play out? And I'll see you for the season finale on Monday.